Alright, so I know the first video was a bit lengthy, and for those of you guys who are deep into World Boss Legend like myself, a stage 9 testing video isn't really telling you much in regards to a character's value these days, especially since we have people up in the 50s, possibly in the 60s watching this channel. So what I wanted to do for this video is show you guys Emma Frost with the exact same build that we had in the previous video. Literally the only thing I've done since then is actually changed her over to a 180 proc with critical rate instead of critical damage, and this is what her stat page is currently looking like. So we're missing 2% or 1.3% off of the critical damage, and then 0.6% off the critical rate. Everything else is pretty much where it needs to be, and I want you guys to see how she performed. Remember, when I saw the sneak peek for Emma Frost, I said for her to be valuable to, I would say, a large majority of players that are pushing World Boss Legend, she needs to at least be able to do stage 25, because once you get up here in the 20s, it pretty much just locks her out until you get to 25, and then on 30 she's viable because she's a blast character. So for me, I think right here is a good place for her to be with a damage proc, especially considering the cost of the character, because she's so expensive. If she was cheaper, we could justify her being lower, but because she's very expensive, I think this is the bare minimum. So I want to show you guys how she does on stage 29 against Null with a damage proc, and I also want to show you guys how she does on stage 30 against Mephisto. And this matters because of the requirements that are set in place, because of the fact that she's a mutant and then also a female. So you can see a lot of stages lock her out very early on once you get past stage 9, and these days to me stage 9 isn't telling me much outside of a uniform comparison when we're just checking raw damage. Okay, so we're gonna check her out on these two bosses. I would say this is a nice middle ground for a character, so if she can do these very well, then that tells me that she's possibly deserving of a judgment if you have a couple lying around and you really like the character. Okay, so enough rambling, let's jump in. I'm giving her 2 ignore dodge strikers because she doesn't have any ignore dodge natively in her build. You actually have to pop off her tier 3 in order to get ignore dodge. I would have liked it personally if they had given her 40% ignore dodge on the tier 3 and then give her 40% ignore dodge natively in her kit, right? That's personally what I would have preferred instead of all of it being on her tier 3. So next time, if you guys could possibly do that for characters, I would like that. But anyways, let's jump in, let's have some fun with her. Now, I'm not gonna tell you guys that you absolutely have to use my skill rotation for Emma Frost. Everybody has their own play style, but what I like so far in the couple hours here is just 3-5 proc on 4. With a regular proc, we go 2-1. Could possibly go 2 here and then go 3-5-4 and then proc on 6. Some people will tell you, yo, cancel the 6 because it can be canceled. I'm just gonna say, do whatever you feel comfortable doing, but I personally prefer to proc on 6 when I can proc on 4. Okay. So we're gonna go 3-5-4. Could have possibly gotten off the 6 there, but it's okay. So we're gonna go 3-5-4 proc on 6. Some people would prefer to cancel the 6 for the 4, but I find that the 6 does more damage, so I'm just sticking with that for now. Gonna try and I wanted to get him off the throne without using the tier 3. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is try and just hit him with the tier 3. Actually, I'm just gonna use my regular rotation. Forget being cheeky. We're gonna go 3-5-4 tier 3. Oh, I missed the proc there. but my tier 3 is almost fully built already, so that's good. Her movement speed is actually pretty good, so that's good. We're gonna go 3, 5, 4, and then just pop off the 6. Nice and easy. Push him into the next phase. I guess I could just use 2 and 1 there. Let's go 3, 5, 4. Let's go 2, 1. Next rotation we get the tier 3. So we'll go 3, 5, 4. Proc on 6. I prefer to proc on 6. Some people not prefer it that way, and that's completely fine. Push him up to the top there. I think we could possibly get the tier 3 off. No. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. We could have if I had squeezed in the 2 skill. But there's a little bit of a wind up before the 2 goes off, so it can trigger your proc. It's unfortunate that you can't insta cancel the 2. I'm just gonna use the tier 3. Easily able to push him into the next phase. By the way, Emma Frost is so tanky that, watch this. When you pop the 3rd, you could just stand in this and she's not gonna die, even at high stages. Look at this. She's so tanky when you pop the 3rd skill. Now, once he starts going, you can't get back in, but you can get off a nice bit of damage in there and rebuild your tier 3 rather quickly. That's really good. And just like that, we are done. That's with a proc, by the way, and I'm not telling you guys this is the best gameplay or the best rotation or nothing like that. I'm just saying she is looking really, really good. I was hoping that she would be able to easily cut through a stage 25. She's impressing me by doing stage 29. This is with an obelisk, no Odin's blessings, nothing crazy like that. So very, very good upgrade for her, especially considering where she's coming from. I don't think the base kit or any of her previous uniforms would be able to do this because they can't heal, and that is a big deal when it comes to pushing past stage 20 in World Boss Legend. You need to be able to heal because that's going to make it so that you are able to play more aggressively and not have to worry about dying. So that's a pretty big deal for me. Let's try her out against Mephisto, where her survivability will be even further tested because she's gonna get hit in her iframes. She has a very long tier 3, and we know for a fact that long tier 3s is very punishable English by Mephisto because of one of the strongest characters in the game constantly dying by being trapped in his tier 3. And I'm talking about Falcon. Any of you guys who play Falcon up here into the 30s, right about here where you can use Falcon, you know that when you pop your tier 3, there is a high probability that Falcon is going to die because of the fact that the tier 3 is so bloody long. Okay, anyways, let's move back down to the 30s here and let's try out Emma Frost with Wave Lead and Valkyrie as a support. I believe that's the best we could give her because she doesn't have leadership, so we can't use White Fox, but it's fine. Let's try her out and see how it goes. Alright, let's see if she has what it takes. Stage 30 with a damage proc is pretty rough. You gotta be really something different to do stage 30 with a proc against Mephisto. So we'll see. At least she's like tough enough to not die. Come on. Alright. He ran away. Looks like we're gonna need that next tier 3. Should be able to land it next rotation. Come on, break him. Okay, we dropped the chandelier on him. At least that's what it looks like to me. Looks like a diamond chandelier, which is pretty heavy, so that man's head might have been split open. Yeah, we took like no damage, we just tanked that whole thing. Alright, can we hit a tier 3? Next rotation. Nah. Well, we did it, but we're stuck in this thing now. Oh no, we got out. Okay. Okay, cool. But the thing is, as soon as he gets out of this thing, he's gonna cutscene me before I can do any damage to him. I would like to be able to land a proc. Didn't do that much damage, unfortunately. Okay, so he's gonna cutscene here. Okay, let's let him do that. Okay, decent damage, decent damage. I don't know what happened there, but my proc was very, very late. Okay, at least we didn't have to go through another episode of him throwing a tantrum. Tier 3 is really long, so the part where she slams down is constantly missing. Okay, let's see what he's doing here. By the way, if Mephisto is moving around, it's a bad idea to try and use your tier 3. Because he will move out of the radius of your attack. And it will miss. Your 5 can also miss, so can your 4. Oh. I'm getting stunned. Please don't let me get hit with the blade twister as well, because that would have been really bad. Oof. She's not that slow, but she's not that fast neither. Oh, come on. Are you gonna cutscene now? Please cutscene, thank you. I was gonna say, please cutscene now and not after I use my tier 3. Okay, where is it? Oh, I spawned right behind him. Yeah. This is really close. I don't know if we have it, but it's not like we're gonna stop trying. You guys know me, bro. Never give up, never say die. I'm gonna go down swinging. Oof, that was close. Oh boy, I don't know, guys. Still. We might, if we don't get stunned or like hit with a blade twister, we might have enough time to get off the tier 3 and possibly beat the stage. Beautiful. 10 seconds to spare. Any kind of mistake there at the end would have cost us the W. So you can see Emma Frost is definitely getting a massive glow up. I know this is definitely not going to be enough to impress everyone, but it is a really, really good spot for her to be in. Stage 30 with an obelisk and no Odin's blessing or nothing crazy is very good for my account. Generally, because I have 25% pierce, I like to see all of my characters that I consider to be good at least at stage 25. I'm talking 1 level per % of pierce. That's a very, very respectable place to be, in my opinion. So her being 4 or 5 levels above that with a regular proc, that's good. That tells me if I give her a CTP, she's gonna move up at least 5 more stages. We reforge that, that's an additional 5 stages. That's how I look at it, right? It could be more, it could be less, but yeah, definitely looks good in terms of the upgrade that she got here with this uniform. We're gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave me your thoughts in the comments. Are you impressed with Emma Frost, or do you think she deserves more? I know there's always gonna be a super fan out there that thinks she deserves to be, you know, the de facto #1 best character in the game. But I do want to remind you guys that in Marvel Future Fight, the majority of the characters in this game, they're good for one thing and one thing only, and that's PvE or PvP. However, in the case of Emma Frost, it's looking like she could be very good for both PvE and PvP. Very few characters are actually that good. Characters like Doctor Doom and Spider-Man are the first ones to come to mind when you think of characters that can do it all currently in Marvel Future Fight. Emma Frost could very well be another character that joins them in that exclusive tier. So we'll have to take a look at how she performs in PvP later today or tomorrow. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.